Welcome back to Watches and Wonders. This is our day 4. We're getting through the week and our journalists have been busier than ever today. So let's go and see what they've been up to. This morning, I was downtown Geneva very early, 7:30, for my pickup with the WorldTempus Taxi, and I didn't have one passenger, but 4. More of that in a moment. We're going to join Jordy, who is at the magical wonderland of Cleef and Arpels. Then we're going over to Brice, who is at Trilobe with his fishing bowl. And Suzanne, well, she had her eyes closed at Lange and Söhne with the rest of the team guessing watches, which is a lot of fun. And for our guest of the day, we joined Karine Bauzin, photographer, who has an exhibition here in Watches and Wonders called What Time Is It? But now, let's go over to the WorldTempus Taxi and our 4 passengers. Hey, how are you? Welcome. Hi, so come around, what do you think of the car?
It's blue.
It's blue.
It's blue.
We need a watch to go with this, right?
Amazing car.
Yes, it is. It's lovely. I'm really getting
I really like the details.
Yes. Oh, we have one car lover. 700 horsepower. Like, it's 350,000, this car. Like, I'm kind of trying to... Anyway, so... Now it's time for Jordy and a little interior design at Cleef and Arpels.
Hello Sophie, so today I am visiting Cleef and Arpels and I am joined by Justine Torres, Marketing Director. So, Justine, what is the theme of this year's Cleef and Arpels booth?
But as you see, we are like walking into an enchanting forest. So it's really always at Cleef and Arpels a benevolent nature. And we are at the twilight, so the sun has been down and you can discover this fairy world about nature and wonders.
And how does it reflect the watches that you are presenting? I mean, watches, necklaces, automata, you have many things.
Yeah, you know that nature has always been an inspiration for Cleef and Arpels brand. And this year also we are revealing some secret watches in the great tradition of Cleef and Arpels of jewels that tell time.
And what part of the booth should visitors definitely not miss when they come this weekend, because it will be open to the public?
Exactly. I think one thing not to miss is our extraordinary objects, automaton, that are combining master of art, mécanique d'art, but also watchmaking and joaillerie.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I saw it like working and it's like amazing with the music.
Exactly.
It's a great job. So thank you very much, Justine.
You're
Good
welcome.
luck for, the few remaining days.
Thank you very much.
And back to you, Sophie.
Brice is taking his fishbowl over to Trilobe, so let's see who's fishing questions today.
Personal, hello, you're the CEO and founder of Trilobe.
Hi, Brice.
And, we are on your booth on Watches and Wonders. Thank you for welcoming us.
Welcome home.
Thank you very much. May I ask you to pick up 3 questions, and each time you read it and you share with our audience, and to answer spontaneously what you feel.
I can do that.
Blue, start with the blue.
Let's start with the blue. Alors, what do we have here? Can you name another watch brand that you particularly admire? Sorry, pardon my French. I would say Lange & Söhne, because the first watch I wanted was actually a Zeitwerk from Lange. So...
Very good taste.
Thank you. So yeah, I would say Lange, definitely. Let's try orange. What would people be most surprised to learn about Trilobe? I don't know if it's a surprise, but we're a French brand, and we're more and more French. We now have our in-house workshop in Paris. So I'm not sure it's a surprise, but that's something we are cultivating at least.
It's a surprise for most of the readers.
Voilà. If I were to be in the shoes of a writer, I would pick writer-poet as well, who's René Char, who's the one who wrote the poem Les Matinaux, which is the name of the first collection. That's hard shoes to fit in, but very interesting one, because he was a resistant during the war, And you know, already doing one day as a resistant during the war would be an interesting experience, I would say.
Tough life.
Tough life, absolutely.
Fortunately, we're having a very good life.
Indeed we are.
She's in Montana.
So we can enjoy it.
That was a lot of fun. And talking of fun, we're now going to go over to Suzanne at Lange and Söhne, who all have their eyes closed for a blind date.
Hi WorldTempus family, welcome back to another episode of Blind Date, where me and Tony de Haas from Lange and Söhne will be proving how well or how badly we can identify watches with these. Tony, it's your turn to go first.
Oh my god, really?
Mm-hmm. We take turns.
This is not so complicated for me.
So you already immediately know what it is?
Yeah.
All right, pass it over. Okay, well, the bracelet and the shape of the case already tells me one thing. Now,
But please, could you do me a favor? Try to push the upper push button.
yes. And what am I looking for? Should I be listening to it? Should I be feeling it?
I leave that up to you.
This guy is really testing me. Like, because the pushers are for adjusting the day and the date.
Or when it's very smooth but well defined, what else could it be?
Tony, you're going to have to tell us the answer
I know.
because I'm at a disadvantage.
This
here.
is-
You have all the answers.
This is the audacious chronograph. This year's novelty.
All right, so another new watch. The thickness, you were saying?
This
It's
is
a much-
14.2
Uh-huh.
and the other is 10.2, so it's quite.
It's
a-
quite significantly thicker.
Exactly, and for us, especially for this development, because I think people know some of us who had the data graph in their hands, it's also smooth
Yes.
but well defined. That is a horizontal clutch. This is our first chronograph, automatic chronograph, where we have a vertical clutch. And the challenge with a vertical clutch is, standard-wise, it's going to with two clamps, bang, it requires
Yes.
a lot of power. That's not Lange, so we worked very hard to get it also same smoothment but well defined. So I think it's maybe one of the smoothest vertical clutch chronographs.
Well, I believe you when you say it because we all know that Lange and Söhne, when they work on something, they go right deep into the details. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I think join us next time for our next blind date, where I hope to perform a little better.
And our guest of the day is Karine Bauzin, photographer who has an exhibition here right in the heart of Watches and Wonders called What Time Is It? We'll let you discover that in a bit. We're with Karine Bauzin, photographer of this magnificent exhibition called What Time Is It? And Karine, racontez-moi un peu le concept de ce magnifique exposition à Watches and Wonders.
Alors, le concept de départ de ce projet documentaire a été de combiner des voyages de presse que je faisais régulièrement en tant que photographe de presse et des mandats horlogers. Et je me suis dit, tiens, comment porter le temps et de manière simple. Et je me suis dit, tiens, de demander autour du monde à tous les gens que je rencontrais dans leur environnement de manière spontanée. C'est-à-dire sans artifice, sans composition, sans lumière artificielle.
Waouh, c'est magnifique. Alors peut-être on peut regarder 3 de vos préférés ou 3 des histoires.
Des histoires,
ouais,
ben,
des
avec
histoires,
plaisir.
parce que toutes les histoires. à la
Avec
fin.
plaisir. Alors on peut peut-être, je peux peut-être vous parler de ces comédiennes qui m'ont donné l'heure un peu comme elles le souhaitaient, c'est-à-dire qu'elles n'avaient pas de montre et elles m'ont donné l'heure avec le soleil approximativement. Mais c'est vrai que l'idée de ce projet est de mettre l'humain au centre et aussi par ce geste qui est commun à tous et qui est à l'origine des horlogers, de pouvoir montrer cette égalité, cette universalité.
D'accord, ok. On va où là maintenant?
Alors, je vais vous montrer une image qui est à l'initiative de ce projet que j'ai réalisé en Afrique du Sud, parce que voilà, il fallait bien démarrer il y a 10 ans au Cap. Au milieu d'une réserve, j'étais dans une réserve avec cet ami et en fin de journée, j'ai décidé d'immortaliser ce moment qui, je pense, sera un projet que je réaliserai jusqu'à la fin de ma vie.
Ah
parce
oui.
qu'on est tous concernés par le temps, il y a un début, il y a une fin.
Ouais, ah, c'est beau. Ok, encore une, parce qu'on ne veut pas tout montrer, comme ça les gens après ils vont venir découvrir eux-mêmes.
Alors à Barcelone, par exemple, voilà, j'ai demandé à cet homme sur la plage qui était en train de faire ses squats et son sport de me donner l'heure. Et finalement, je lui ai dit de continuer et de manière très spontanée, voilà, on a cet environnement qui est présent et on le situe tout à fait. Il n'y a pas forcément besoin de beaucoup de mots. On est vraiment dans l'illustration et le documentaire qui contraste un peu avec ces images léchées et très esthétiques de la haute horlogerie, mais où l'humain est présent.
Voilà, ça c'est la vraie vie.
C'est la vraie vie, voilà.
Bah, merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Vous êtes là toute la semaine, ce week-end aussi pour les gens qui viennent visiter le salon, donc il faut absolument venir découvrir cette exposition. What time is it? Okay, what time is it?
What time is it? 10h19.
Okay, time for me to get to my next appointment.
Time
Thank
to
you
fly.
so much. Time to fly, exactly. Thank you, Karine.
Thank you, thank you.
That's it from us today. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll be back tomorrow for the last episode of the week. Until then, have a wonderful evening.